Hi, this is the first video of a series that I'm starting, and in this video I'm going to try to improve my handwriting in 10 days. First, let me just show you what I'm starting off with, and for this purpose I will try to write the neatest that I can. Here I have some improve your cursive worksheets just to help me along the process, but I don't like some of the uppercase letters, so I started to write down the uppercase letters that I liked and how I wanted it to look, but I gave up and I thought I would just go along with it because I actually have a reference next to me. So I'm just gonna go through and do the drills first and we'll start from there. I actually haven't written in cursive in years, and I just started writing cursive again after starting to use fountain pens, but as you can see, my print isn't good either, so I think cursive actually might be even easier to fix since I don't have bad habits ingrained. But I never really, as I said before, I never really cared about handwriting, so I never really gave it much thought before until I got into this hobby. And then I started to appreciate handwriting a lot more. I think I used to appreciate it, but I just didn't really care about it enough to try to improve mine. But I think now that I'm using such nice materials and I really enjoy how different inks look, I thought it would be a good idea to try to improve my handwriting. So as you can see, that's definitely not the best already, but that's totally okay because this is a learning process and I'm definitely on a learning curve. So I think maybe first I'll go through the lowercase letters and then we'll go back to the modified uppercase letters and we'll go from there. I finished the whole entire worksheet, so now I'm just going to write some sentences and see how my handwriting looks. So this will be day 1. I think I'll stop there for today. I think there has been some sort of improvement. I'm just gonna keep practicing, and I write a lot, so whenever I write, I'm just gonna try to write as neat as possible, which is not something that I normally do. So yeah, I will continue on, but that is day 1 finished. Today is day 2 of practicing my handwriting, and I'm just going to basically do the same thing and do some other drills. So first I'm just gonna warm up by doing those drills. From there I have this right next to me, which is just like the drills that I did on the first day. And I'm just gonna do exactly this. Basically, I'm just gonna go through and write words that start with all of the letters in the alphabet because I feel like my biggest problem is the uppercase letters. So I'm just gonna go through and do that now. So I just went through and basically wrote all of the words of the alphabet. So day 2. there's day 2, and you can compare all 3. When I started day 1 and day 2. So I definitely don't think there's that big of a difference yet. Honestly, I kind of was writing pretty fast with this, so it does look a little bit messy, but I think I've improved a lot on my slant. I think it's pretty uniform throughout the whole thing, so I'm pretty happy about that because I can actually tell a difference between these 3, I think. And definitely the difference I can tell is the practices I did today. I don't know what it is, but something just clicked. Something just clicked. I wasn't writing so harsh, or like I wasn't gripping my pen so hard anymore, which I definitely did over here. So you can tell that I definitely loosened up on the letters, and I think the spacing drill really helped with that, because as you see here it's very tight, stuck together, but here I spread it out a lot more, and it was just a lot more, it just flowed a lot better. I'm surprised to see an improvement, but I think I can see an improvement, and let's just see how the rest of the days go. Bye. Today is day 3 of my handwriting practice, or trying to improve my handwriting, and I'm going to do basically the same thing that I did yesterday because I actually really liked that. And I think I might go back and do more of every single letter practice as well, but I'm just going to start off the same as I did yesterday. So I started to do some drills I found at the Palmer method. I'm sure if you search this up, then you can find the same thing, but it's basically just what I've done here, and I'm gonna continue, and you guys can watch while I do it. I went through a couple things. First, I just did some of those warm-ups that I showed, and then the Palmer method. And then I went through all of the uppercase letters and then all of the lowercase letters just to revisit that. And then I finished that up, and then I did just some more writing samples of all of the alphabet. And that is all I will do for today. So I will go through and write the same couple of sentences that I have been for the past few days. So as you can see here, I can't see that big of a difference. I feel like I have reverted a little bit actually, because my slant is all over the place in this paragraph. So I'm just going to continue working on that. So I just went through and did the drills. I think that I found the drills that helped me the most. So I just went through and did those. Now I'm going to write the sample. This is the comparison between the writing. this is definitely improved from yesterday, and it seems neater than this one too, but honestly, I liked how light and unrestrained this writing was. Even if it's not super uniform, I liked how I wasn't gripping the pen as much and it was more spaced out. I honestly like how that looks because it doesn't look so constrained. But I would say there's definitely been some improvements. I think that looks a lot better. And I guess I'll just go through and talk about what I've learned. So I just went through and did all the uppercase letters, and I figured out that these drills actually help me the most. These drills actually help me the most because it helps with the angle and also the spacing. So as you can see, when I tried it with a different letter, it was really, really tight. So with this A, since I've been doing it for a while now, it honestly looks almost perfect to me. That is the best I could really ask for. But then I changed to B and that looks awful. So as you can see, I was trying it with different letters this time, and I think that also helped a lot. And I think doing these words that I found yesterday helped a lot too, because these small words can be so uniform, and just watching it makes it a lot easier to see how each stroke makes the actual whole paragraph look together. So your upstroke and your upstroke should be the same on every single stroke and letter. So definitely I think it's getting better, and I'm starting to figure out which drills help me the most. So once again, taking a look at these two and comparing them, I definitely think that this has gotten a lot better, and I'm pretty proud of the difference between my starting point and almost halfway through. So I'm pretty happy. It is currently day 5, and I'm just going to be doing the exact same thing as I've been doing the other few days, basically. Today I'm going to incorporate some more sentences and longer paragraphs and stuff like that, just because it is day 5, so I want to amp it up a little bit. So I finished my daily practice, and it's basically the same thing that I've been doing the past few days. I'll just flip through what I was doing just so that you could get a little bit of a clearer view. And as I said, I just focused more on the larger sentences. Then I did the alphabet with the uppercase and lowercase letters together. And now I will write the paragraph to compare. And now I will write the paragraph. And now I will write the paragraph to compare. I was too used to writing the quick fox. Okay, and there is my writing sample. I definitely think that looks a lot neater. I think I am seeing steady improvement, and I'm pretty happy with it. So I'll see you tomorrow. Today is day 6 of my handwriting practice, and at this point, as I said before, I have basically found what I think works for me. So I finished I just did some drills like I normally do, and then I just kind of wrote some longer paragraphs just to actually fix my issues, because the stuff that I've picked out and noticed from the past few days is that whenever I'm doing those drills, it looks very neat and put together because they're meant to be, I guess. But once I combine the different uppercase and lowercase letters and just longer sentences and stuff like that, I lose the neatness that I have when I do the drills. So I decided to do more of those types of practice to actually improve what my handwriting would look like in practical usages. I'm just going to write the passage to compare my handwriting. There's the writing sample, and I feel like there's still kind of the same issues. And I'll see you tomorrow. Today is day 7 of handwriting practice, and I'm just going to kind of see what flows just because I've been doing this for a while, and I'm going to continue with what I did yesterday, and I'm going to write larger paragraphs. I did my warm-ups, and then as I said I was going to, I basically just wrote a huge paragraphs and just wrote longer sentences. So now I will write my daily paragraph. So there my sample is. I do think that I tend to write neater when I'm using a smaller nib size, so maybe I'll go back to doing that. So maybe I'll go back to writing with a smaller nib size tomorrow. I don't see that big of a difference between these two, so I'm just going to continue practicing tomorrow. Today is day 8 of handwriting practice, and I'm going to try out something a little bit different today. So this is wide ruled paper, which I don't like, and this is a older notebook that I just had laying around. But what I'm gonna try to do is actually reach the top and bottom of every single line, because writing larger is supposed to help with your muscle memory and writing neater, but also I think it would establish a better guideline, because I think my biggest problem right now is keeping all of my letters uniform, and that's the most important thing with writing neat. So I'm gonna try to do that today. So I did my normal warm-ups, then I did some longer writing, then I just wrote words for all the alphabet, and then once again I did some longer writing. And just to compare my normal handwriting to what I was writing, this is my normal handwriting, and then this is what I was writing today, or how I was writing today. So from there I'll get into the writing sample. So I decided to write back to normal instead of filling up the whole line. But I can tell already that I'm writing bigger than I normally do, probably just because I was used to writing bigger. But I still don't think it looks that uniform. But I think it does look pretty good, and I can see improvement from a while ago. But I have to keep practicing and see how it goes. Today is day 9 of handwriting practice, and I'm going to try the same thing that I did yesterday, where I write a lot larger than I normally do. So reaching the top of the line and the bottom of the line. And I'm just going to continue that and continue to do basically the same writing drills that I have been doing. So I will meet back with you after I continue doing that. I just finished my practice. I just did some warm-ups and then all of the letters of the alphabet, and then I just wrote huge paragraphs basically. So now I'm going to do the actual writing sample. This writing looks even bigger than this one when compared to what my normal handwriting looks like, because I was so used to writing big. And it does look a little bit messy since I think I was writing a little fast, but so maybe tomorrow I'll go back to writing how I normally do, because honestly this looks even messier. And I think maybe that when I go back it'll be a lot easier since I have the muscle memory down. But I guess we'll see. Tomorrow's the last day, so I'm kind of excited to see the results. It's day 10, the last day of this improving my handwriting video. So I'm excited to see the results. So let's just get started. Once again, I'm just going to be doing the same exact thing that I've been doing for the past few days. Today I didn't really practice too much. I just did one page. But there it is, and I'm just going to go into the actual writing sample. Okay, I don't know what's up with me today. I don't know how to spell at all, but there it is. That is the last writing sample of the 10th day. So now let's see if there was any improvement. It looks like this, but I will put up a screen grab of the first day, and this is the day 10 and the day 0, the starting point, side by side. So let me know what you guys think, but I think that there's definitely been an improvement. I think I fixed a lot of my initial issues, which was writing all on the same line. So I don't have to purposely try to do that anymore. That's just naturally happens, which I feel like is a funny issue to have in the first place. But so now that I've been doing these practices, I think that's helped a lot. Something else that I had an issue with was my slants. I think that in this paragraph, my slant or my angle of writing is a lot more uniform, and I think that makes the writing look a lot neater and more cohesive. I'm actually surprised to see that I've improved the amount that I have. I don't think it's a crazy improvement by any means, but I'm honestly surprised to see the amount that I improved, just because I really was trying really hard to make this very neat. But I feel like this, I obviously kind of just scribbled it down because I did not know how to spell at all. I don't know what I was doing. I'm pretty happy with the results. I'm honestly really happy. I think that my handwriting has actually improved a lot from this point. I think that I still have a lot to improve on. I don't think it's perfect by any means, but I'm happy with how it looks. I'm happy with the amount that I've progressed, and I think I've progressed quite a bit. Comparing day 5 to day 10, because I feel like that's the best comparison, or the most comparable, especially because I was using the same pen. I definitely think that there's also a bit of a difference. I'm just going to tear this out and put these side by side so that you can see them right next to each other. So definitely, I think when comparing, let's say, day 5 to day 4, or even to day 6 and day 7, I think that writing with the smaller pen, the Sailor, definitely looks a lot better than these thicker pens, just with my handwriting personally. With comparing this day 5 to day 10, I think that there is a visible difference. Honestly, I don't even know if I wrote this to my best ability currently, but I feel like the whole point of this is to see how much I actually improved. So I feel like my actual handwriting improved. So I don't think I should be trying to spend so much time trying to perfect this one paragraph, because what I'm trying to improve is actually my daily handwriting. So I think there's definitely been an improvement. I think mostly what makes this a little messy is just, once again, the slant, and the letters just don't look very uniform. And I think here it's gotten a lot better. Just in comparing the handwriting here with, let's say, this page, I think that this honestly looks much better. Of course, this part is gonna look really perfect because these words just are very easy to make uniform. That's why they're a handwriting drill. But I think even in here, it definitely looks a lot messier than this area, but I think it still looks pretty nice. So there it is. I'm so sorry once again, but let me know what you think about this handwriting journey, and I'm honestly pretty pleased. Just to remind you, I am very pleased. I upload every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, so if you're interested, feel free to join me on my channel at those times. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye, have a great day.